Hello again, Fighting Scots. It is our 4th annual Scots Day of Giving, and as you've been following along and likely know by now, I'm Hannah Maher, Vice President for Development and College Relations here at the college. I'm joined by some faces we miss dearly on campus right now. There are several of our students that you can see here with me, and we're going to get a sense for how life is from them in just a moment. But again, I want to just thank you all for joining us, keeping with us, and engaging throughout the day. We're a couple hours in, 7 hours in right now. We still have a long way to go, and hope you'll continue to join us as we celebrate 18 hours and 53 minutes honoring the college's heritage and traditions. And if you want to visit our site, follow along with more updates and hear a little bit more about what we've got going on through the day, go to monmouthcollege.edu/scotsday. And you can check it out. And if you do feel so inclined to make a gift and support today, you can certainly do it there and track our progress as well as see who else is contributing in the day. But there is great content on our social sites, so watch our Twitter, our Instagram, and these Facebook pages. Please share some of your memories, even some of your advice for these students who are joining us as they are experiencing this new normal along with all of us, but in a very critical time, their senior year. So I want to kind of go around and just have each of them take a second to introduce themselves and share a little bit more about what they're involved with on campus and their majors. Because as I said, they're all seniors, all kind of experiencing their last semester at Monmouth College in a very different way. So I'm going to start with Jacob. Let's go with you.
Hi, I'm Jacob Durden. I'm a business administration economics double major with a minor in history. I'm in mortarboard and Blue Key Honor Societies. I am also the president of our Business and Economics Club. And for this last semester, I decided to go out for track.
Shania, can you share a little bit more about you?
I am Shania Anderson, and I am also a business major and a proud member of Kappa Kappa Gamma.
Maggie, share a little bit more about you.
Hi, I'm Maggie Bruckner. I'm a public relations major and business administration minor. I'm an RA. I'm a Title IX peer educator. I'm in mortarboard, and I am the president of the student body of ASMC.
Great. And Jaron, you're up.
Hi, I am Jaron Stewart. I'm involved in varsity football at the college kids mentor group, and I am also the senior class president this year.
And then we're also joined by one of our staff members in the Alumni and Development Office, Jordan. Jordan, can you tell us a little bit more about your role?
Absolutely. So my name is Jordan Scherpe-Lencioni, and I'm the Associate Director of Reunion and Parent Giving at Monmouth College. I'm also the advisor of the Senior Class Gift and then the co-advisor for the White and Crimson Leadership Society. So I get to work quite a bit with our students, which is awesome.
Great. Well, first, I just want to get a sense for all of you, just how are you doing? How are you adapting to this remote learning? Jaron, how about we start with you?
It's definitely been an interesting process. Luckily for me, none of my classes are Zoom in, so my professors just leave it all on Moodle. I'm in an independent study right now, and actually with that professor, she's has students in 7 different time zones. So one of the things that's really been a key takeaway for me here is just to realize that teachers are just as caught up and shocked by this just as much as we are. So, but to appreciate all that they're doing for us, and the transition it's been smooth just because they understand, and as much as we can understand, I think it'll continue to be smooth as well.
Maggie, how's it been for you to adjust to remote learning?
Like Jaron, my professors have actually been really understanding. And I only have one professor that meets for only 30 minutes out of the week because he understands like our attention spans are not where they used to be, especially online and at home with all of our distractions. And so pretty much my stuff has been on Moodle and online. So my transition isn't as hard. I also work remotely, so I'm used to doing work and being disciplined, but that is not the same experience for everyone or like a lot of my friends. So I would definitely say I'm one of the lucky ones out of all the students.
Shania, how would you say you're hanging in there?
For me, it's been a little bit of an adjustment, but I've also taken online classes before, whether it's been in high school or just taking other college classes throughout my time at Monmouth. And for me, it's just kind of been a little bit different in this kind of sense. So I have one Zoom class, and then I have another class that works strictly through Moodle, and then I have another class that works strictly through email. So it's kind of a little bit all over the board, but for me, it hasn't been too bad, especially with a lot of downtime that I've got right now sitting in the house. It's easy for me to kind of, keep organized and take time out of each day to kind of focus on my classes.
Sure. And Jacob, how are you adjusting to the remote learning?
It's definitely been a change of pace. It's been a hurdle that we've all had to get over, and we've all done it very well, I believe, and I appreciate all the hard work that our professors have put in and the long hours they've done to transition.
And Jordan, I know you've got a different experience as a staff member. You're still also doing this remote work. What would you say it's been like for you adapting to that?
It's definitely been a transition. I've only been with the college for a short period of time now, so the technology that we have is just great. Being able to be in contact and connections with all of my colleagues is wonderful. We're using Zoom every day. We have a morning stand-up meeting just to kind of get in touch and check up on everyone, make sure we have all the resources we need for the day. We've been using Slack as just a quick instant messenger to, again, stay in communication. Hey, can you jump on a quick call? It's been a transition, but it's been good so far.
Gotcha. Good. Well, I'll shoot a couple questions then at our students a little bit more. Let's start with maybe Jaren and Shania. How are you connecting with your fellow Scots, your friends and classmates in this time? I know, we've talked about different technologies that our faculty are using. Are you seeing a lot of the same use with your friends? Are you doing other things to keep in connection?
Yeah, so for me, luckily a lot of my friends are from my area, so I'm from Monmouth, so it's kind of been like, not a huge transition for me, but I've been able to stay connected through like text messaging and social media and that kind of thing. But as far as, connecting with my sorority sisters, we actually are having a Zoom meeting today, and it's really exciting to get to see everybody's faces and just kind of see how everybody's transitioning and just to catch up with everybody. It's really exciting.
How about you, Jaren?
Yeah, just going off Shania, I think social media is huge. That's a benefit to our generation, is that we are tech savvy, and social media and things like that have been out our hand and our side this whole time. So things like Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat allow us to do group videos and just see that we're all in this together and just have the same experiences, and we can, rejoice in that. And for example, I'm going to graduate. I'm not even on the football team anymore, but our huddle message, just like supporting messages, seeing the team, just talking about, hey, things, even though there might not be a season, just having that group message there and providing support and just things like that is really been helpful. So
Sure. Well, I also want to hear from Jacob and Maggie, but I want to pose this question. What do you miss the most about being on campus?
I would say the thing that I miss the most about being on campus is definitely seeing all my friends and the staff members that I got close to. It's been a really big transition for me because a lot of those staff members have been really good mentors. So I've gotten to know you more, Jordan more. And it's just been really nice to get to know like all these people that have been around, but you usually don't speak to them on a daily basis. And I really miss my friends. My friends, I have friends from all over, out of state, in state, and just across the state. And so I really miss my homies. It's definitely been sad because we don't get to do a lot of the laughs that we wanted to do together. And so that's been really hard.
How about you, Jacob?
I'd have to agree with Maggie. Faculty, staff, and friends, I miss them all. I know Shania and Jaren had just said, we're able to stay up to date and close to them with, through technology, through texting. It's just not the same as being face to face, being able to see them every day and creating those memories.
And Jordan, I know you've got, again, as we talked about, the little different connection than the students do. But one of the things you have been doing is working with our seniors on their senior class gift and their senior class gift committee project, whatnot. Can you tell us a little bit more just about what that program is and what you guys have been doing kind of in preparation up till now?
Absolutely. So the Senior Class Gift Committee, we've been meeting about once a month to kind of narrow down what our class project is going to be and coming up with some different fundraising projects in order to meet those goals. The class project this year is to update the grill area that is on campus over by the tennis courts and football field. So I'll let the students kind of talk a little bit more about that here later on, and working on how we're going to raise the funds for that project. Our fundraising projects have kind of gone a little different with the whole coronavirus pandemic, but we're still working on some different ways that we can connect with the students and get them engaged, especially since we're not all on campus together. And right now our focus is more getting the students together than raising funds.
Mm-hmm. Maggie, can you share a little bit more about what that update to the grill area might look like then? So this is a space that a class a few years before you, I think, left as a class gift over by the sand volleyball courts, the tennis court area, for folks who know the campus layout. So what are y'all planning to do with that?
So right now, I believe it was, I don't know if it was the class before us or 2 years ago. So they had gifted a couple of picnic tables. I think there's another class that gifted some like bigger rocks over there. And then they gifted, obviously, the grills. I just blinked. Obviously, they gifted the grills that are over there as well. And so what we're kind of looking to do is to not only add on to that, maybe expand like the grill area, because there's only 2. And when it gets warmer, a lot of students like to go out there. They like to grill. And depending on what you're cooking, it could take a long time to, clean and, rotate the grills out. And so I think we're going to add on to that, but we're looking to add a pavilion over the grill area to kind of expand the shade, because right there's really no shade. It's nice because it comes down and the sun is shining on you, but there's nothing to protect you from the sun if it's too hot. And so we're looking to add a pavilion to be built over there. And we think that once we fundraise enough money, that we should have enough to really get a really pretty pavilion over there that's going to look nice with the other equipment, and then hopefully add either a picnic table or a grill, just to keep it updated and just add a little bit more space to it.
And it is a fun fact that if you didn't already know, today during Scots Day, while we're putting a lot of emphasis on our Monmouth Fund for those who do want to support, we still have 2 other projects you can help see the lights come to fruition. One is our Fighting Scots Society project, and the other is the Senior Class Gift Project. The students are, obviously in a different situation, what they would normally do with their fundraising efforts here on campus. And so we really want to try to support and help them get there. We've had some generous donors come together and pool about $5,000 in matching gift support towards this project. I know they're trying to rally behind it, but we do appreciate those of you who might consider making a gift today to the seniors and to this project. And we can't wait to have you all come back in the fall and see this and have this piece here left with your name on it, the class of 2020. Speaking more of just our Scots Day, this day comes together because a full committee spends a lot of time and effort into everything that it takes to pull off an 18-hour and 53-minute live day. There's obviously a lot more time before and end of that, even on the day itself, and then leading up, as I said. We're fortunate that Jacob Durden has been, first of all, a member of our staff student worker for the last 4 years, and so we're going to have to bid farewell to him now as he's graduating, but you've been working with us on that committee as well. Can you speak just a little bit to your experience and what it's been like to participate in that?
In the Scots Day Committee?
Yeah.
It's been really an eye-opening opportunity. I've seen all the hard work that our great staff puts in, long days, and I really think that their work is shown in the growth, in the gifts that this day brings in. a lot of great personalities on the team, a lot of great people. I know this year is a lot different than in the years past. You don't get to run all the same things that you want, but I know you're still putting your heart and soul into it. And for that, I'm grateful.
Thank you. That was very sweet. We appreciate having the students involved in the day and participating and giving us good feedback and insight too. So trying to kind of go to some, again, more positives as we think about our current situation we find ourselves in and not being able to execute things our normal way. Jaron, what would you say would be the silver lining for you, or anything that's been surprising in kind of this new normal we're all experiencing?
I would just say two of my key takeaways would be just to appreciate kind of what we have. Just tying it back to Monmouth College, there sometimes students will joke about like, oh, Monmouth is boring, I can't wait to get out of here. But recently in these times, I see tweets like, I can't believe it, but I actually miss Monmouth, or I miss this about Monmouth, or things like that. So it just really gives us a moment of reflection to really think about what we have in our lives and what we're doing with our lives, and how we tend to appreciate these things and reflect and move forward from there. So I think appreciation and reflection in these times is really something that's really stood out to me, and just to value what you have. Family time right now is huge. A lot of families are getting time that they might not usually have. Workers are getting breaks, things like that. So it's just a great time of reflection to just sit back and consider where you are in life and just value and appreciate what you have. Yeah.
A great way of putting it, and that is a nice reminder and reflection. And you kind of a good segue to another thought I have, as we think about what we do have in our lives and planning forward. I know, Shania, you've been fortunate enough to already receive a job placement with Han up in Muscatine, Iowa. Can you talk a little bit more about what you're going to be doing and just what you're looking forward to, I guess, as you leave Monmouth and start your first, professional job?
Yeah, for sure. So I honestly, like you said, I am really fortunate, and I'm very lucky that I was able to time this right before the pandemic really kind of got serious. And so I will be doing this development program that they put on for, entry-level workers and people who are straight out of college. And their program really stood out to me amongst really any opportunity that's in this area. And so I will be a financial analyst for the company. And there's multiple, it's an H&I company, and there's multiple different branches within that company. And so I'm not for sure which branch I will technically be working with yet, but I'm just super excited to have the opportunity to learn. Their development program is strictly to not learn, for me, finance and accounting, but I'm going to be learning different aspects of, different professions within the company. And then eventually I'll transition into a different one. So really the whole point of the program is to kind of get a feel of what your forte is. It could be human resources, or it could be marketing and advertising and that kind of thing. So I'm really excited to just kind of learn and, meet new people and just kind of have my foot in the door.
Well, congratulations also on that job. I know that's got to be exciting to kind of have something else to look forward to right now. I know a lot of our seniors are trying to still figure out what that looks for. And I think there's a lot of uncertainty too for so many. We're fortunate that even though you're getting ready to leave Monmouth as a student, you still can be connected for life, and we hope you will as an alum. And there's resources that we still offer to our alums, like our Wackerly Career and Leadership Center and our alumni network. And today is one of those days when we're really seeing that alumni network come together, and we're seeing all of our Tartan Nation across the country and in so many ways come together. We hope you're going to open your hearts to all of our students and those who are going to join the Alumni Association here in just another month or so. But we appreciate all of you, again, taking time out to join us today, and we miss you again so much. We hope you all plan to come back to campus just as soon as we're able to have you here, and we are wishing you all the best and all the luck. But again, if you want to follow us the rest of the day, we still have quite a bit of our day ahead of us on Scots Day 2020, April 16th here at the college. 18 hours and 53 minutes that we've been going live, and we will continue to go until 11:53 p.m. here at Monmouth. If you want to follow along with more updates that we have, go to monmouthcollege.edu/scotsday. Continue to participate in all of our social posts, share your memories, tag your favorite Scots, and ask them to do the same. Send some words of encouragement and advice to these seniors and let them know what you might think that they can do and they can help, and just that you're thinking of them. But also, there's still a little bit of time to set up your own Scots Zoom or Google Hangout or house party today at some point to get your Monmouth network together. We hope you will. We're going to have hosted happy hours all over the country as people get together in the evening or even later hours once you've put the kids to bed, and we hope that you'll take a picture or a screenshot and share those with us and see how your group, your teammates, brothers, sisters, friends, faculty, staff, everybody comes together that way. So we look forward to coming with you, or to you, I guess I should say, with more of these updates throughout the day, more interviews with folks ahead. Again, thank you to Jordan and all of our students. We miss you, and we look forward to seeing you on campus again soon. So thanks to all our Scots.